It's November 6th. About to finish up some projects. I went and bought some blah 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 blah. It's November 6th. I just ate 2 pieces of Munster cheese. It's November 6th. Idiot. It's November 6th. I'm going to finish up some projects around here. I bought some silicone for the gutters. I bought some metal cutter blades. So I'm going to finish up the rest of the skirting. Skirt, skirt. And I'm going to crawl underneath and insulate the pipes. I just insulated the pipes underneath the cabin, and goddamn, that pipe wrap was messy. It's got like foil on one side and insulation on the other side. And what the fuck, dude? What a mess. I wrapped the entire thing around the P-trap because that's the only spot that the water's gonna stay in there. And it just dumped insulation all over me. I had to change my shirt. I had to wash my arms, and they're still like, I don't know if you can see that. Probably not, but it's all red and fucked up from the insulation being on it. I'm sure I got some of it on my face. I washed my face, did what I could. I can't take a shower. It's 10 in the morning, and I don't have it in me to start fucking boiling water and filling a bag right now. It's just not gonna happen. I'm just gonna have to keep going and not itch my arms. I ruined a shirt. I literally put it on 20 minutes before I climbed out here. I definitely shouldn't have done this first. Let me see if I can show you. I really taped the shit out of it in here. Nope, that doesn't reach. Let's try it this way. You see that clump? That is a lot of foil-lined insulation wrapped in duct tape around a P-trap. That's gonna have to do, because I'm not climbing back under there. I don't know. I'm gonna get up, seal these gutters, all the seams and stuff. I didn't have silicone for them, so I'm gonna get in there and fill it now that I bought a tube of silicone that's made for gutters. And then after that, I guess maybe finish the skirting, or I have these. I bought these. They came in the mail. Hurricane ties, in case the Beastie Boys DJ comes to blow your house over, or that old boxer. In case that old boxer wants to come punch your fucking house off the blocks. So that's some shit I gotta climb under for, at least for the back. That's not gonna be cool at all, because you gotta screw them into the ground, and you gotta use like a long board or something to get leverage once they start going kind of deep. That's gonna be rough. A lot of shit to do. I got all my framing up for this. You can see I got some of it in place. That there is going to be my access panel to underneath here. This here is going to suck, having to cut a hole for that. And then this across the back here, I'm just going to run 2 sheets. Here, too much glare. 2 sheets of the insulation, and 1 sheet of the corrugated will go across this and should fit almost perfectly. It's going to be like, there's going to be a little bit of wood hanging out at the end on each side. I'm going to put this back wall on now, because fuck it. And then I'm just going to, when it's time to run this line through it, because it's going to get cold in like 3 or 4 days, and I'm not going to have this shit ready at that point. When it's time to run the line through it, I will just kind of hole saw through the metal, or maybe I'll just like drill a bunch of holes, perforate it, and punch it through. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Anyway, here's where I'm at. I'm going to put up a piece of sheeting quick. and then call it a day. Start to clean up before I get fucking bit by this stupid dog. Anyway, I brought this piece of metal over here. I'm gonna screw it into place quick. But it's sharp on the bottom, and I don't want to fuck up these wires, and I was gonna put maybe a conduit here, piece of conduit, and run them through or something, but I don't know. I didn't do anything yet. So I cut a piece of this PVC pipe, and I am just gonna kind of get some of this fucking dirt out of the way. I dug a little trench there. There. That should protect that. Hopefully that's good. I don't know. That's what I'm doing for it. I'll put this into place. I'll set up a camera for it. I don't know if you can see this. This is what I've been using for these. Hopefully that's in frame somewhere. It's these roofing nails. These are only 1.5 inches. I have 3-inch ones on order for the supports that are behind the, what do you call it, insulation? You know what I'm saying? Because it's got to get through that. And it says it's 1.5 inches, but it says that these are 1.5 inches, and these don't even go through the insulation. So the 3-inch should be good. Anyway, here's what I've been doing. I just line it up where I want it to be on the top. I lift it so that this is right about there, so that when it squeezes down, it's right in line with that, right? That's a good spot right there. So these are self-tap. I just put one screw in kind of loose like that, and then I walk to the other end. Oh fuck. And align it with the same spacing on top, so that when you push this in, it just touches the other. Not enough. Let me show you what just happened there. How I fucked this up. This is every single day I run into shit like this, where it's just, I didn't think something through properly and it fucks it up. So these are 12-foot sheets. However, you're adding 1.5 inches, or what is it? So this is a 2x4, so it's 3.5 inches. Cut that in half, that 3.5. So 1 3/4 inches you're adding on to both sides. So this lined up where I need it to be, so that when it folds over, it's right there. Right about like that, because I'm going to put a couple in through there just to pinch this up against it all around. So you see what I'm saying? It pretty much lines right up with that board. Now it's a little off because I'm not being very exacting with any of this. I don't know how to be. I'm being as good as I can with this. So behind here, I don't know if you can see that, I got that board that I can screw into. However, those fucking, like I said, they're only 1.5 inches, the screws. Oh shit. That was me tripping over wires. They're only 1.5 inches, these screws right here, right? So not long enough. So I have to use like what I used right here. Those are like 2.5 or 3-inch screws or whatever, just drilled into the wood, holding that in place, right? When I get the longer screws, I can cut a piece of metal to kind of skirt this off here, and then use the longer screw to go through this insulation and into the wood behind it. Because for right now, these ones aren't cutting it. They only just spin in the back of the insulation. So I've been using these other ones, getting the hole started with the self-tap screws, and then putting a couple of these through, or even a couple of those. If it's got to hold a whole sheet, I'm probably going to use these this time. And that's so if the wind catches it, it doesn't fucking take off. You know what I mean? One thing that sucks about this is I cut a bunch of rebar to hit it in as stakes for these, and I did not put one on that middle sheet there. So I think what I might do is fucking just lift that up and hammer in a piece of rebar quick before I secure this end down, so I don't have to crawl under and do it. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do, and I am not filming it. But you get the point. So what I'm going to do here is lift this back into place, and the hole that's already drilled through, line them up, put this through into the wood in the back, and it'll hold it in place, and then I can fucking do 2 more temporary ones just to keep it up. And then I can use these things on this side, down it, and down the middle to keep it, and that'll just be like a temporary till I get the longer screws in. God damn, this is just babble talk. Babble talk. Right, so this is on. There's the screws. I got a little fucking gap here. I gotta cut a piece. I'm waiting until tomorrow to cut a piece. The sun's going down, and I gotta put everything away. But it's on, screwed on in those 2 spots here. I just put some of these temporary screws through. And then I will figure out the rest of this shit then. Not really sure what to do. Hopefully tomorrow I can get this done. So that's pretty much the only piece I got left. Is that, which is piece right there, then gap, piece right there, which I have to fit that around, and then bottom piece to even it out. Because you see how this one doesn't... See what I'm saying? Because the thing's on an angle and it's not long enough. So then I just cut the piece for the bottom. And I should be good then, I think. I think this will be good then. So, November 7th. It's a Saturday. UFC is tonight. Still working on the skirting. I am almost done. I should have this finished today. I just put this piece in. And I had to measure. It was kind of a pain in the ass, but I think I got it. Dude, I don't know what the fuck I am showing you. Just glare. Is that anything? There we go. Yeah, I had to measure for that pipe, which wasn't that bad, but it's going to be a bitch when I have to put the metal over it. Got this back piece on. Got to cut the bottom little piece there. And then this is going to be my access panel. I got to cut a piece for that. And basically I'm going to cut, instead of just one long 12-foot piece, I'm going to cut a piece that goes to there. And then a piece that goes from there to there. And then an access panel piece that goes over top of both of those. Yeah. Yesterday was a little strange at the end of the day. The people who live in that house... It's that house across the way there. The people that live in that house came and visited. Well, they don't live there. They own that house. They live like 200 miles away or whatever they were saying. But so I'm out here. It's about to get dark. I'm starting to put all my shit away. Trying to rush because I have a ton of crap out in the yard. And I hear, "Hey neighbor," or whatever. And then I go over. And halfway through the conversation, I realized, oh, you're wearing a goat horse shirt with, it's got like some kind of satanic shit on it. I don't know. And I only realized this because a guy keeps asking me, are you a Christian? Are you a Christian fella? And he seemed like really, not like aggressive about it, but he was really leading with it. And he was like, now, me personally, I'm a man of God. And it was just weird. And then I realized, oh, you're wearing a Satan shirt. You idiot. You're talking to these fucking... I don't know. No one came with torches and pitchforks. So I think I'm good. Satan will protect me. Whatever, man. I'm good. Yeah, I don't know. That's it for today. I got nothing. I'll show you this shit when it's done. It's pointless to show you. You get the point. Cut metal at angles, hang metal on wall. Fucking rinse and repeat. That's all this shit is. Oh, did I mention this is the Bible Belt? There is nothing in this town. Apparently, at one point there used to be gas stations and little stores and stuff, but it's in such decline that there's now absolutely nothing. But I still think there's 3 churches. There's definitely 2 that I've counted. I think there's a 3rd somewhere. There's 3 churches, like 200 people left, and 1 Satanist as far as they're concerned. So, anyway, yeah, that's it. Yeah, I'm pretty much done. Skirt, skirt. Got this shit in. I'm waiting on some longer fasteners to fasten that joint, because it's got to go through the insulation there. And I'm also going to, so you see how this is away from there? I'm going to caulk a bead of caulk silicone up in here, and then drill at an angle down to the wood, so it just kind of pushes it up against. And you can see it lines, it pretty much fucking lines up with the whole shit. So I think it'll be pretty nice, or it'll suck, I don't know, or it'll just crush the metal. But I think as long as you just put it in the perfect depth, just to pinch that up against there, but not crimp it, it'll be good. Now, am I gonna be capable of doing that? Most likely not. This, again, I'm waiting for longer fasteners, so I cut some little trim pieces to fill that in. This back piece is done. Again, trim piece, gotta fill that in. This here doesn't look the best, but I'm sick of cutting this fucking metal, so I'm leaving that little gap at the bottom. I don't care. I got one right there too. It doesn't matter, because I'm going to landscape all this and pour, like how these rocks are there, I'm going to put rocks up against it, so it should cover all that. And this here, those fuck man, it's such glare. Those fasteners there and those fasteners there, I just take those off, and that's my access panel. So I have this as like a doubled up piece of metal to make it a bit stronger. So I pull them out, and then I pull the Jesus Christ, insulation piece out. Man, words are fucking hard to come by sometimes. I swear, brain damage. But I'm done. I am done with this motherfucker. This whole bottom is insulated. So it's supposed to get cold in a couple days at night. I'll see if that makes any sort of difference. I'm hoping it does. And if it doesn't, then maybe I gotta get under there with some spray foam and fill in the little cracks and stuff. I don't know. I still have to do some shit where I gotta level this ground out in the back here, these IBC totes, and then put pads up and do all that plumbing. I'm waiting. I got the connectors are coming on Tuesday for these. So I gotta wait until then. I can't fuck around. But I'm just gonna do one hole through there. Oh wow, that's really off the ground in the back, huh? Huh. Whatever. Don't care. Again, you're not gonna see that shit. I'm gonna go through here with one pipe, and then up into the house one pipe, and then do all my pecs and stuff from in there. So it's just gonna be one piece of I forget if it's 2 inch or 1.5. I think it's 1.5 inch PVC. Skirt, skirt. I'm running out of daylight here, so I didn't get a chance to film any of this.
But I just got all this done. What I did was ran a bead of caulk all along the bottom of this gray lip here. You can see a little caulk sticking out right there. Ran one bead of caulk all along it, and then just see how it worked. And I pretty much I fucking nailed it with that. It's a little loose, but there's certain little spots where it bulged out, but whatever. So I feel like that'll probably shed the rain pretty well from there. And that little spots like that, there is caulk squeezing out of it, so it'll, be pretty waterproof. But I did that around the whole thing. I gotta do something with these corners here. I just kind of bent them over for now. It's supposed to pour tonight, so I gotta get this thing pretty secured away. I want to hang this up quick. I got the other part of the pipe over there. I put some pipe hangers in there, and I'm going to see if I can divert some of it into this rain barrel just to store up some water that I'm not going to use, but I'll clean out the barrel with it. Yeah, I didn't film much today because I am running short on time with this shit. Oh shit, this one didn't. Huh, it's weird. That spot is. This is supposed to dry clear, so I'm not really worried about. Oh, that didn't work at all. You get the point though. I just ran that shit right now. So I am 100% done with this skirting. All the longer screws are all in. And all the bracing points, and I should be good with this. Are you a Christian fella? I mean, personally, I'm a man of God.
I deny God, creator of heaven and earth, as I appear to be. Believe in me.
Kiss! Start